In the top right side, we got a red Terran player. He is BYUN. It's the secret why he's teamless as well. He doesn't want to let us know why he is teamless. Alright, and in the bottom left side, we got a blue Protoss player fighting for the Raise Your Edge gamers. He is ZEST. Interesting. Interesting probe placements here. Interesting pylon placements as well. Unlikely that a SCV will be coming through here to get a scout off of his opponents, but to be fair, BYUN never really scouts anyway, does he? Very rarely anyway. It's gonna go just for the command center here, perhaps? No, we'll be coming in. Okay, it's gonna go for a scout. Good. It's a max specs builds after all against him right now. Ooh, delaying the barracks already. Quite something. Another SCV has to be pulled into the fray, and there we go. Okay, does manage to get that barracks going. Not too much of a delay right there. Okay, SCV about to get the scout off. Sees there's nothing here on the low ground. No nexus. He's like, alright, that's interesting, What you up to, sir? 1 gas, 2 gas. Where's your second pylon? It's not here. BYUN, what's the plan? What's the plan from this position onwards? He makes his command center on the high ground instead of the low ground. That on its own, already a bit of a help. Makes a bunker to finish off the wall. A good plan, and still boots up that reactor for the time being. Interesting. That's a factory on the way as well. And a robo facility here now being proxied by ZEST on the opposite side of his other proxy. Ooh, losing the marine here. That would be bad. Okay. Woo! That got close. I got very, very close. Okay, does manage to hold on for now. Did he get another scout here? Oh, yes, he did. That cheeky little boy. That little cheeky SCV man. Getting the scouts on that robo. Might get shot by some lasers here as well, though, to be fair. Yeah, Stalker has this. Easy. In the bag. Alright. So, a Cyclone coming out for BYUN here. Also pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. The Cyclone could help out against that War Prism, of course. ZEST is attempting to establish more and more of an army presence in the full front of BYUN space. And BYUN still remaining kind of relaxed. Kind of cool under the pressure here. I mean, what happens if this War Prism just gets taken out? What else is there to do for ZEST here? Ooh, the lock onto the probe. Nice pickup there for ZEST. Not gonna lose out that easily on an opportunity here. An opportunity to micro. Another bunker going down. A couple of shield batteries trying to make their way into this as well. Cyclone lock-on would be massive onto that War Prism, of course. Goes for the Stalker instead. Immediately shut down. A single siege tank here, helping out a ton as well, though. Let's see what the coverage is of the siege tank. Only up here, really, a safe place right now. Does ZEST realize, or is he just going to go for the bunker instead? Looks like it will be the bunker. No repair on that bunker. Good evacuation on those Marines, though. And now we have a Viking, making life even more difficult for that War Prism here. I don't know. I think ZEST may have to look into a plan B here. It's not looking all that great so far. Second siege tank on the prowl as well. Adepts committing to this. Still a couple of units here not available for ZEST. Does save the... Oh, that was a massive shockwave with the siege tank. Does save the War Prism, but... does mean he has no real capabilities of micro anymore. Or, well, super micro. Inside of the Terran space. They'll still maintain a foothold here, though, somehow, someway, with the units that remained on the low ground. Makes you wonder what would have happened if he committed with all the units at the same time. Maybe he would have been able to break the front door here and actually just take the victory right then and there. Not quite the case, though. Another War Prism will be coming out. And ZEST not quite yet going for that Nexus. After that bit of good fortune hitting him right there. Kind of making it seem like BYUN is breakable at this moment in time. It's hard to fault him, right? It did feel like BYUN was a bit brittle in those moments right there. Trying to decipher where he should put his siege tanks. Oh, the Adepts right on top of the Marines. That could be nasty. Oh, look at that retargeting on the siege tank. Immediately just going for, like, no, sir. You need to target down those Stalkers. Don't shoot my own Marines, please. Very good micro there from BYUN. Very cool to see. Repair going down as well. ZEST is trying his hardest to keep this going, but it's rather rough. There we go. Adepts now on top of these units as well. Again here. Stalkers coming in. Does get rid of another siege tank. This is just a battle of control. A battle of the two micro monstrosities. Is that another what am I hearing here? Maybe an observer. Who knows? Alright. Command center needs to stay up. Needs to stay alive. BYUN really does not want to lose it. Already having lost 10 workers over it. Maybe actually building a bit too many of the workers. Although, you know, I would anticipate ZEST already having a second base behind this as well. He doesn't, which BYUN doesn't know about, though, of course. Uh-oh. Siege tank here, trying to retarget, but couldn't quite make it work. Another siege tank does fall here for BYUN, but it's not enough. Not enough. GG is called. ZEST taps out of game number 1. BYUN taking control of the micro in the first match, the first game. All right. Guess we'll have to talk about this now. Oh, there we go. It's gone. Fixed. All right. So, wait a moment. What are we doing? Maybe there was a bug. I don't know. Alright. Map number 2. Let's see. Do we have the map order? Yes, we do. Death, Aura, Pillars of Gold, Romanticide, and Lightshade. Should be good. Should be good. Alright. Yeah. And as Sushi is saying, guys, in the chat, remember... Trovo, a big help for StarCraft 2 overall. Definitely a big help for ITaX. We very appreciate everything they do for us and help us be the team that we are. Help us get the amount of, you know, overall events that we're able to bring to you guys. And if you are a fan of the events and if you enjoy yourself the StarCraft 2 that we bring to you, definitely help us out. You know, make an account, give us a follow. And yeah, that on its own already would be greatly appreciated. Trovo, a platform that keeps improving and keeps upping their game. And... oh. That is kind of funny. Hold up. Okay. Guess we're remaking it. Oh, accidentally, All right, we'll remake it. We'll remake it. Yeah, as I was saying, Trovo continuously upping their game, continuously listening to what the most important features would be for the community. They've got a nice forum for streamers where they're able to say what they would like to see implemented, what they would like to see different, what they would like to have added into the features overall. And yeah, Trovo, like, they are going with light speed with their developments. They are really adding in a ton of stuff. And yeah, like we said, keep upping their game continuously right now. Also, of course, some nice emotes that are available. So if you like the Alpha X emotes, I don't know if you know about them, but yeah, they're available now as well with your subs and stuff like this. So Trovo definitely a cool place to be, a cool place to hang out and about. All right, game number 2. Here we are. Not quite being able to break his opponent in that early game micro. It got pretty close though a couple of times. It felt like it could have happened, but anyway, the red Brodels player, he is fighting for your Raise Your Edge gamers. ZEST. And his opponent in the blue, he is teamless right now. Why exactly? We do not know. It's a secret. He is BYUN. Actually did tell me that it's a secret. I specifically just straight up asked him, BYUN, why in the world are you teamless? Well, I didn't say why in the world, but I just kind of said, why are you not on a team or something like that? I don't know. I tried to very simplify the English, right? Just to help out a little bit there. But anyway, he said secret. He just said secret, so not quite sure what that means. Also a very, like, kind of I think it was an X, and then one of those little smiley face symbols. What's the big difference versus Twitch? Well, the big difference is that Trovo is a lot more beneficial for the smaller streamers overall. You can become a Twitch partner after a lot of effort, a lot of time and sweat. And over here, Trovo is sponsoring our events. Trovo is giving monthly pay to streamers that consistently perform well and within their numbers. And yeah, it's just more beneficial. They put in a lot more extra money into the well, specifically StarCraft 2 community for us, at least, right? That would be the beneficial part for us. There's other communities, there's other things as well happening for other streamers, but yeah. Definitely a really cool place that is looking to help promote new streamers overall. Get their foothold. Get their foothold. But yeah, alright. So, what are we seeing here? The triple barracks and double command center could be interesting, right? Could be going to the triple command center as well. We have seen this. Okay, good to know. Are you streaming the final versus parting? Yeah, we'll be streaming that after this best of 5. We'll be doing the best of 7 after this one. Whoever wins this match right here will be going up against parting in that best of 7. Stargate proxy here on the double rich Vespian gases base of ZEST. Looking to score some early SCV kills. Could work out. There's that quick third command center. Only double barracks so far. BYUN showing the world how to be a greedy boy. Interesting that he has the Marines on the outside of the wall here as well. I wonder if that is a specific reason there. Perhaps so he can shoot a bit earlier from the ramp area whenever something tries to come at him. And there's that Oracle on the way. Not that many Marines just quite yet available. This could come to nip him in the butt. This could come to hurt our little blue Terran player here. Oh, yeah. There's only 4 Marines right now available. Let's see. They do manage to do enough damage here on the Oracle that the Oracle will not be able to trade away against those Marines. Oh, sorry about that. Got a bit too close to the edge. Alright, and yeah. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. 4 workers. I think that's okay, considering that he has 3 command centers almost. 3rd Nexus for ZEST as well, now being thrown down. He's like, wait a moment. Wait a moment, I'm going to need my own 3rd base here very quickly. I'm going to have to fully commit to some sort of an all-in. And, well, the all-in didn't quite work the previous time. Hard to imagine it working this time. Factory, a couple of barracks as well. Small poke and prod. Nothing too significant happening here. A couple of more Stalkers on their way. The Blink is about to be ready also, of course. That's when things are really going to start to kick off here for ZEST. The opportunity to deal damage will be drastically increased as soon as that happens. There's no siege tanks or anything of the sorts quite yet to help out either. There is Stimpack, that is a big deal, and there's an alright amount of bio in the main base already as well. So I think BYUN should be okay. Should be okay, right? Oh, there we go. Stimming forward, needs to target down these Stalkers individually. Even has to pull a couple of those SCVs. Tank some of the damage. And ZEST is kind of individually blinking those Stalkers out of there. As soon as they lose their shields, that will regenerate, of course. We'll be okay. A good little intermingling there of Protoss and Terran. That, yeah, it's hard to say. Did go fairly evenly, I would say. Although ZEST is running away with the work accounts because of this right now. Hey, thank you for that shiny unicorn right there. Zoners, much appreciated, dude. Hope this helps you guys. Dude, it always does. Very much appreciate it. A shiny unicorn, I mean, it's the best thing in the world, isn't it? How could that do anything but help out? Right, Stalkers still pressing their advantage here. Bunker getting salvaged. Maybe looking for the attack right now with the two medevacs as well available. Or just securing the third base. He kind of has to, right? I mean, he made his third so much earlier than ZEST, yet ZEST already here mining happily away. 20 worker difference right now. That is a bit much, considering the very quick 3cc, right? I suppose the 11 of his SCVs did get picked off, but still. 2 more barracks. Alright, BYUN. There's 2 things BYUN can do right now, I feel like. It's either try to be aggressive with like a drop or something like that, or just stay super defensively. Try to just absorb all the punches that ZEST can throw at him with these Blink Stalkers and other things. Oh god, that's rough. That is rough. Oh, yep, that is dead. Losing siege tanks right now, not what you want to see. It's a big army of zealots being warped in though. That siege tank definitely would have helped out quite a bit against those zealots. A good alright amount of marines here still though as well. Should help out also. But ZEST on 4 bases and now just going for a mass swell of zealots here. Is he gonna commit with this? It feels like he will, right? Am I crazy? He's taking a 5th base. He's taking a 5th base. He's gonna take a 6th and 7th pretty soon. I feel like before he ever go up to any type of real tech, right? All he has is a Twilight Council, Dark Shrine. That's about it. Stargates, I suppose. He has a Stargates. Fair enough. But that's about it. That's all he has, and he is he's gone up to, what is it, 5 bases already. Interesting. Who else plays like this? Wasn't it Creator or Patience, I believe it was? That likes to go for this very heavy expanding and very heavy zealot kind of gateway orientated play. Much like a Zerg, how a Zerg would play with Ling Baneling. But then it's a Protoss with just, well, Nexuses, Zealots and Stalkers. And also Blink on the way here. Blink, DT Blink is going to be massive in situations like these. The Zealots need to get on top of the units actually. Already coming in here before anything else is going to occur. That's so many Zealots. The siege tanks trying their best to hold their own. The Zealots going to have a rough time pushing in between the buildings and the mineral patches here. But they are getting rid of a lot of these SCVs. More Zealots on the top side there as well. 2 places at once have to be microed here by BYUN. BYUN, enough forces on the bottom side. We'll be able to push that backwards. But Zealots still in his main base. More Zealots coming in as well. right off the bat with a couple of those DTs also mixed in here, ready to do more damage. No scan yet here for BYUN, and that is it. That's GG. ZEST ties up the show. Ties up the series here. Once again, we have a match going for ourselves. Once again, we got a non-lopsided series right now. That was a cool match though by ZEST. I have to admit. That was quite something else. Finding a lot of opportunity there with the Blink Stalkers, and then just expand like crazy. BYUN, that's the problem, I suppose, for BYUN, right? If you do get that greedy early on, and you don't have the units, you can see a clear path to just kind of lose your cool. Something satisfying about watching Zealots shred stuff. Yeah. It is. Just kind of zooming in, and then side blades just kind of slapping across the face of Marines. I do agree. Alright, next map will be Pillars of Gold. Pillars of Gold. As soon as it loads up. As soon as it loads up. No, if you're a Terran, I don't know. There's just a couple of things in StarCraft 2 that are satisfactory, no matter how high you look at it. Is that even a word, satisfactory? It's satisfying. It's satisfying to look at no matter what race you are. It's the same with like banelings blowing up an entire mineral line, right? No matter what race you're from, unless if it happens to you, it still has something, right? It still has that little pizzazz where if you see it happen, it's like, oh. Widow mines as well. Just getting a big cluster of units. It's nice. It's good to see. Zealots just running in, dashing, and overwhelming somebody with just pure Zealots, I think also looks pretty darn satisfying. Frustrating against yourself, but satisfying when you're watching from afar without a real emotional attachment. Here we are in the top right side, the red Brodos from Raise Your Edge Gamers. He is ZEST. Opponents in the blue, in the Terran pieces, he is BYUN. Okay. Alright. Will ZEST once again start the aggression here? Will it be BYUN this time around? We did see BYUN do a bit of the triple barracks play as well, right off the bat. I believe you get yourself 2 barracks, then a command center, then another barracks, and then another command center, and then you just spam out a big wave of Marines, but you don't get the refinery with that. I believe the refinery is not part of that equation. BYUN here going for the scout, looking for any potential threat coming his way. Did hold his own very nicely against the first initial max packs build, of course. But that Oracle harassment, together with the Stalker harassment, just kind of rocking his boat right there. Not ready for that one, that was for sure. Okay. It's about as casual and as normal as we've had so far. Neither of these players doing a proxy. Neither of them doing very aggressive builds here. So I guess we have some time for ourselves. Oh my. Oh my. Kind of just relaxing for the time. There we go. Maybe look up that recipe for the cookies I have to, or the biscuits I have to make. Is cookies just not a British word at all? Or is that really just pure American cookies? Or is it like chips, where chips in American would be crisps, and then, you know, in British it would just be fries, right? Like the fries. Or at least in American it would be the fries, and then in Britain it would be the chips. What about cookies and biscuits? Would that be a similar thing? Cookies really just the things you get on the internet in Britain. Blink on the way here for Red Brodels, together with the War Prism play, looking for a bit of a opportunity. Perhaps once again, did work out rather well for him the previous time, so can't say I blame him. +1 attack with the Stimpack, Starports, all according to plan. Everything working as intended. What is this SCV doing though? There's one SCV right here. That is bothering me to no end. Alright, there we go. That's the Stalkers now moving in. Single Marine already getting the scout there, so we'll have a bit of a heads up. Moves all of his stuff though towards the front door. Nothing anymore in the main base. That could be a problem. The War Prism and the Stalkers here aiming for the fronts. So that's going to work out for BYUN here, I suppose. Stimpack not quite ready yet, so has to be really on top of his stutter step micro for the time being. Cannot afford to lose too many of these Marines right now. Needs to put the low HP Marines into the bunker as quickly as possible. Oof. Alright, that's fine, as long as you get some in there. Alright. This is already starting to get a bit bad for BYUN, but he is getting that siege tank out right now. Should be the end of the frontal push and should just indicate for ZEST, alright, time for me to go through the back door. Time for me to go through the top side here, the high ground. Easy peasy access right there with the Blink Stalkers. Or maybe just jump right on top of the siege tank. Why not? Why not? You know, that works out just as fine. Use your War Prism micro. There it is. Okay, BYUN still being able to kind of deal with this, but look at that. 15 workers going down here. Does get the War Prism? Yes, he does. Okay. Alright, so was that worth it in the end for ZEST? I think it was. I definitely do think it was. Did lose a lot of gas though, and he's not that far on his splash damage units, but getting 15 worker kills there definitely puts him in a good position in this game. Let's see, it was 15, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. So yeah. What does this mean for BYUN? He's gonna have to reassemble his forces here. And then as soon as he has any real threat to kind of push out with for a frontal push, he's gonna be met with quite a couple of Colossi already. I think like 2 or 3 perhaps, right? With the extended thermal lance ready as well. So yeah, that could be rough. That could be quite rough. Maybe a bit of medevac harassment here for BYUN wouldn't be the worst. It's rare to see BYUN kind of sitting back, not doing too much, right? Usually the player that is so incredibly bored with not doing everything at the same time that he will have at least 1 unit out and about on the map, even if it is just 1 or 2 Marines. He needs his sense to stay warm. Alright, sees those Stalkers there. Has to be wary. Has to be careful, but now he knows how to avoid them, I suppose, with the medevacs. That's a good thing. Only a single medevac. There we go. I very much appreciate this. Keeping the rest at home will allow him to defend the front door in case of a stalker breach. Just the Marines right here coming through. ZEST already setting up shop though with a couple of stalkers here as well. It's like he saw the Marauder count and he's like, wait a moment, what happened to all your Marines? Sends all those stalkers to a position where it's very likely for a drop to occur. There we go. Is it enough though? I don't know. Well, it looks like, yeah, that is more than enough. Okay, good targeting there by BYUN. We'll be able to take out at least, oh, only a single stalker actually. Alright, yeah, never mind. Never mind. That was bad. Bad to the bone. Should have stuck to the frontal push. I don't know. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Maybe, you know, if he was planning to move out with these siege tanks anyway, right? Why send in that medevac that early on? Because now all those extra stalkers in the main base that were preoccupied together with the force here for ZEST. No problem for him anymore. So definitely a bit of a questionable move, losing those other pieces on the board a bit earlier on. If it was just an attempt to make something happen with those other units, then sure, fine. I mean, that's a good call. But now it just means that there's like 6 extra stalkers here available to help out with the defenses. And it did feel like that kind of made a difference right there. And otherwise, you know what? It would have opened up the location for a drop for those Marines right there. So, bit of an awkward state of affairs there, but oh well. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? More barracks gonna get made as well. As we have only a single engineering bay. Is that true? Yeah, that is true actually. See the units lost tab. Units lost tab. It's okay for both of these players. I think it's kind of still equal, right? In a way. Army count's kind of equal. Worker count's not too far apart for a Terran player versus Protoss. Comes down to whoever's going to be able to land the next blow will be able to set themselves up for a potential victory here, I would say. Immortals being constructed by ZEST. That's a cool one because, well, he's seen that there's a lot of siege tanks being relied upon by our blue Terran. So that's a cool, neat little thing. Alright. Enhanced shockwaves and disruptors. The next part of this game is about to be unlocked here for both these players. Aiming to get themselves further ahead. Unlock the next step of the plan here. The disruptors, I mean, they are not dealt with by siege tanks and BIOS quickly. Not even with the Ghost there, of course. I do honestly believe that Liberators are the main way to kind of deal with those disruptors. But we're seeing Vikings being constructed by BYUN, right? So perhaps kind of having a misread on where ZEST wants to take this and what ZEST's next steps are. I mean, we did see a couple of Colossi, but it's only 2 of them so far. Is there a third on the way? No, there's not. So yeah, ZEST going with a bit of a quicker transition into the disruptors than we would normally see, and this could cause BYUN to overreact into the Viking count. Although he only made 5 of them, and he stopped the production, so hats off to him. He's been able to kind of figure it out. Now a fusion core wouldn't be a bad step as the next move here for BYUN. This ball of zealots here on the right side, that looks dangerous. BYUN already kind of setting up shop with a good amount of defensive units here. Nice position with the buildings as well. Rocks under a lot of pressure. Rocks getting targeted down. Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, well, BYUN, I'm sorry, buddy. That was very rough. Alright, couple of zealots there with the counter attack, really finding a good opportunity. 19 SCVs go down at the same time when BYUN is distracted by the disruptors, the zealots. The disruptors manage to strike and get a good connection going there, and that thoroughly put the advantage into ZEST's shoes. ZEST already having that fourth base, of course, starting to mine there as well right now. Good clump of bio trying to deal with the zealots there, but a beautiful attack, really. A good wave of zealots right there. Scanning ahead, sees the army. EMP, always good. Yeah, there we go. Not getting shot by the disruptor, also pretty good. Zealots here continuously just kind of waltzing into a small cluster of units. That's a good thing as well for ZEST, right? The Zealots, pretty much the mineral dump here, not the most crucial unit for him to have. And if they manage to just trade efficiently against these units that are still coming in for reinforcements, that's just a good thing for him. That's just a brilliant thing for him, really. Look at that, another disruptor making its mark. And SCV's going down absolutely everywhere. I think ZEST is just going to be able to do this, guys. I don't think there's a real way for BYUN to make a comeback happen here. It's just looking too good. GG is called. BYUN loses game number 3. And ZEST, yeah, ZEST's going to feel pretty darn happy about that one. Zoners. I think there are. I think there are. I don't know, though. I don't know them myself. But I'm pretty sure there is. Anyway. I know some people don't really like the subject as much, right? It ruins the purity of StarCraft. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that is a clear next step into the overall market, though, for esports, in a way. To really hit a good stride overall. But anyway. It's not something I would do myself, but still. You know, I can get why people would be up for this type of stuff. All right, Inu requesting a second, hoping to do something. I'm not entirely sure. 1 sec. Wait. All right. Could be because ZEST is requesting something as well here. ZEST was typing. Was typing something there. So, yeah, did you guys already get your Christmas gifts from work? In the Netherlands, we always get like a little, I say a little, we get a package from work, which we call the Christmas package. Sounds kind of weird in that way. But yeah, the Christmas package. Mine was pretty darn good this year, not gonna lie. A lot of fun stuff. A little wooden Jenga tower, like this one over here. It's not that big, but seems pretty fun. Has like multiple colors and a little die, which allows you to, you know, make it a bit more difficult. So you have to choose, well, either black ones or white ones, depending on whichever, well, you roll with the die. And yeah. Some pretty good stuff. Some nice headless earbuds. They're in this box here. Wait, well, I guess I'll just leave them here for a while. A nice blanket. Really, really bloody soft. Crazy soft. So yeah, anyway. Enough about that. Enough about me bragging about my cool Christmas gifts. Let's move on forwards, alright? What's up, Natsu? Alright, was not expecting this to be the case, but ZEST here now 2 points ahead. I already said his name, he's the Red Protoss here. Ratio Outs Gamers. There you go. And in the bottom right side, we got ourselves a blue Terran player fighting for nobody but himself. BYUN. Alright. ZEST. This is quite the early probe here. It's almost as if he wants to go for a hatchery block. Alright, just checking, I suppose. Sort of, no, it's fairly regular probe timing, isn't it? And it is going to be, the command center blocking here. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Comes into the main, doesn't come into the main, comes back around. Loop-all-de-loop. Juking and jiving. BYUN, there it is. There it is. Gets his command center down. Always fun stuff, right? Always fun stuff. The little things. It's about the little things that make this a good game. Second Nexus right there. Full ZEST as well being established as he's getting a Twilight Council. Not entirely surprising there, of course. What would be surprising would be if he goes for the Adept Glaives here. BYUN going for the quick third command center again. This time not getting scouted as quickly by ZEST as he is not going for the Stargate here. So this could work into the benefit of BYUN. This could be quite beneficial to him. And it feels like a bit of a repeat of game number 2, but then with ZEST going for a different build, which just is a better thing here for BYUN, I would say. A better matchup for the time being. Now, he still needs to deal with the Stalkers, of course. As we are going up to a 4-gate. Are we? Yeah, okay. 4 gates. 4-gate blink. That could still be quite aggressive, right? Go, parting, go. I mean, parting is in the next game, guys. Was I saying parting? I don't even know if I was. I mean ZEST, of course. Parting. We've just watched parting though. Oh my. Oh my. Enki. Well, it wouldn't be into the Alpha X event without Enki kind of having a bit of a struggle. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Enki! You were pre-cheering? Okay, good. Oh, what's Inu saying? Oh, Enki has left the game. Alright. Let me help him out. Where is Enki? Enki. Green share. All right. I'll try to make sure that he gets a screen share if he wants to, if he needs to. I'm not sure if it was like a StarCraft disconnect or his entire PC just kind of fumbled. Could be a bit of the mix, of course. Not entirely sure, but anyway, regardless, guys, continuing onwards with the game of StarCraft 2. Stalkers here, getting assembled. Already one of them being scouted out here. The bunker not quite ready just yet. The first blood already has been made. 2, 3, 4 Marines. It's going to be a 5th going down very quickly here. More Marines straight ahead, coming down the chimney. As well as the Stalkers, of course, coming down the, down the sky, I suppose. Marauders, they are quite a boon in situations like these, but Not without any other presence there. Not when there's this amount of Stalkers just ready. And yeah, BYUN, oh man, already just taps on out of there. 3 games in a row. Going into ZEST's favor after the first initial victory, going into BYUN's favor. That is unlucky. That is